They say your best friend is the one person who would never betray you. Someone you'd trust with your deepest secrets, your home, even your children. But what if that trust was the very thing that got you killed? What if the person you loved the most was hiding something darker than anyone could have imagined? This is the story of Emma Lawson, her two beautiful kids, and the best friend who said she'd always be there for them. But in the end, she was the reason they never came home. It all started on a calm spring morning in Maplewood Heights. Emma Lawson, 38, kissed her kids, Lily and Max, and stepped outside to warm up her car. Her best friend Claire Whitman had stayed over the night before. Nothing unusual. Claire was like family. Emma had a meeting early that day. Claire promised to help get the kids ready and walk them to school. But by 8 a.m., something felt wrong. Emma never showed up to work. The kids didn't show up at school. Claire claimed she went to drop them off. But no one remembered seeing her. She called 911 just after 10 a.m. and said only 4 words. "I can't find them." When police arrived, the house was eerily quiet. No signs of a break-in, no forced entry, no struggle in the living room. But in the hallway near the stairs, a trail of blood, small droplets, and a single crimson handprint on the wall. A child's hand. Emma's phone was on the kitchen table. Max's backpack was still by the door, and Lily's shoes were found on the couch, neatly placed. Everything looked staged, too neat, too perfect, too wrong. Claire was the first to give a statement. She said Emma left early, that she was supposed to drop the kids off later that morning, but when she came down the stairs, they were gone. She said she panicked, called Emma. No answer, and then she waited 2 hours before calling the police. But her phone told a different story. Pings showed her location near a wooded trail, 2 miles from the house, just before 7 a.m. She told officers she hadn't left the house all morning. Her SUV's tires had fresh mud. Her laundry room had a rug soaking in bleach. And in the trash, a pair of rubber gloves. One of the neighbors, Anna Reed, remembered seeing Emma's car leave the driveway around 6:45 a.m. But security footage across the street showed Claire's car was already gone. That means she left before the kids were supposedly missing. Then came the kicker. Claire's fingerprints were found on the interior of Emma's car. Driver's seat, steering wheel, even the back door handle. Claire said she hadn't touched the car that morning. The timeline didn't match. The evidence didn't lie. And just when things couldn't get more complicated, a name surfaced, Marissa King. Emma's part-time babysitter. She admitted to being there the night before, said she left around 9 p.m., but when police checked her phone, there were 2 unanswered calls to Emma at 6:05 a.m. Why was the babysitter calling Emma before sunrise? They brought Marissa in for questioning. She said she was worried, that Claire had sounded off the night before, that something didn't feel right. But there was a problem. A small bloodstain was found in the back seat of Marissa's car, and when forensics ran it, it matched Max. Marissa changed her story. She said she had driven to Emma's house early that morning, that she saw the front door open. The kids were crying, no Emma in sight, so she panicked and left. But security footage showed no car approaching the house between 5 and 7 a.m. Someone was lying, and the evidence was piling up fast. Police searched Claire's phone, found a voice memo. Claire talking to herself. She said, It was only supposed to be her. I didn't want the kids to be there. She didn't know it was still recording. Forensics finally processed the blood from the hallway. It matched Emma and Lily. But there was a third sample, an unknown male. That one twist shattered everything. Because Claire had claimed to be alone. Marissa never mentioned a man, and Emma wasn't dating anyone. So who was the third person in that house? Police recovered Lily's tablet. Her last photo? A selfie. Time-stamped 6:10 a.m. Her holding maximum. Both of them smiling nervously, but in the reflection of the window behind them. A man in a gray hoodie, partially hidden, unidentified, and very real. It wasn't Claire, and it wasn't Marissa. There was someone else in that house. Claire broke. She recorded a video on her phone, a confession. She said she'd argued with Emma that morning, that Emma had found out something big, and threatened to call the police. Claire admitted to hitting her. I didn't mean to kill her, but I knew it was too late. She said she fled, left the kids alone, said she thought they'd be fine. But Emma wasn't just dead, neither were the kids. Detectives searched the nearby woods, and what they found was devastating. 3 shallow graves, 2 small, 1 larger. Emma, Lily, maximum, covered in leaves. Shoes missing. One of Lily's bracelets clutched in Emma's hand. The man in the hoodie, still unidentified. And Marissa? She had disappeared. They thought it was Claire. They found Emma. They found the kids. But they didn't find the man in the hoodie. When Lily's tablet captured his reflection, he disappeared from sight, from the evidence, like he was never there. But here's the thing. He left behind everything they ever needed to trace him. Lily's tablet, found broken, waterlogged, recovered from Emma's coat pocket. Forensics pulled data from remnants. Reflection image enhanced. Clearer now. Slim man, gray hoodie, distinct white sneakers. No face. But a patch on the arm, a blood spatter pattern. Same shape found on Claire's rug. Coincidence? Number, he was here. Marissa King vanished. Her phone last pinged half a mile from Emma's house, near the storm drain. Her apartment? Ripped apart. Drawers emptied, linen gone. She left a note on Claire's voicemail, just one line. It's not too late. No other trace. Blood spatter patch, matched to that patch on Claire's rug. DNA testing, male, and it wasn't Emma's husband, not even Tennessee DNA. The blood belonged to someone on the FBI's wanted list, a convicted felon with ties to a local gang. Name, Raymond Mouse Delgado. He'd never been seen in Maplewood, until now. Detectives combed through traffic cams. 6:05 a.m. vehicle, gray van, tinted windows, license blurred. Stopped at Claire's turn, then headed down that wooded trail. 6:12 a.m. Emma's car drives off Clara's driveway. Same time Lily snapped the photo. They tracked the van, parked behind Marissa's, then gone. Raymond Delgado, gang enforcer. Survived riots, survived prison, but had a soft spot for tickets. 2 years ago, he robbed a gas station 6 days before Emma's address changed. Emma's ex had worked there, and Emma had testified against Delgado. Now he's in Maplewood. Claire is arrested, questioned again. Detectives hold up the hoodie image. Who is he, Claire? She trembles. Confesses she saw Delgado that morning. He forced his way in. He went after Emma. She pinned him. He lunged. Blood flew. He pushed her away, then took the kids. Claire's story flips. She helped him, she says. She tried to stop him, but she failed. A week passes, then Marissa returns. Stumbles to police station, hands covered in dried leaf stains. She gags when she sees Detective Lopez. They brought Lily. They made them stand. They screamed for Mommy. Her voice breaks. They raced to her sketchbook. Tiny hands scribbled. Gray hoodie. Small hands. Lily and Max standing behind the man. Raymond Delgado arrested in a motel room. Inside, a locked suitcase. Contains Claire's wedding photo. Torn. A receipt from a workshop on kidnapping education. A calendar marked April 5th. Clean house. May 8th. Make Emma talk. Today. Divide property. He'd planned. He'd waited. He'd kept it hidden until Lily's photo. Delgado in interrogation. She made me do it. He names a man, Trevor Hawkins, local real estate mogul, fundraiser donor, friend of Emma. He paid Delgado. He wanted Emma's house. She refused. She threatened to speak to the bank. He pulled strings, bank statements uncovered. Trevor wired $10,000 to Delgado 2 months ago. He donated $25,000 to a local charity under Emma's name, facing foreclosure. He helped her, but behind closed doors. He blackmailed her. She found out. He found out she recorded him. Now Emily's gone. Now the kids are gone. Delgado is ready to talk. He leads detectives to an abandoned barn. Behind peeling walls, under floorboards. A crawl space inside Dash. Lily and Max. Shivering. They whisper, "Mama will return." Tears flood detectives' eyes. Claire collapses. But Emily's body? Not found? Claire's boyfriend's brother, Toby, comes forward. Says he drove Claire to the barn. He saw her hand Delgado the kids. Saw her slip a key to Emma's house under Delgado's door. She helped. She planned. The man in the hoodie? She gave Delgado the hoodie to wear. Claire admitted her guilt. She handed Lily and Max to Delgado. She gave him the hoodie. She took the kids to the barn. Detective Lopez said she was accomplice, that Emma was out there, possibly alive. But Claire wasn't the only one with blood on her hands. Because now, someone bigger is pulling all the strings. They rescued Lily and Max. They're safe. Tears, trembling hugs. But Emma, still missing. Claire cries. Detectives stare. Then Toby, the boyfriend's brother, calls. She's lied again. Told me to delete footage. He brings his phone, one video file. Claire. Emma's house. A drawer opens. Emma's journal inside. Claire zips it shut. Phone cuts out. They have the proof. But what's in that journal? The journal's pages are messy, crossed out lines, threats, warnings, dates. September 23rd, T stopped the sale. He's angry. September 30th, he followed me home. October 5th, I recorded everything. October 12th, he gave Claire the money. They realize Trevor Hawkins was more than blackmailer. He was financier. He paid Delgado. Claire collected money. Emma threatened to go to the FBI. Now, with Lily and Max found, there's only one question. Where did Trevor go? Detectives stake out Hawkins's realty office, locked up tight. Phone records show no calls after Delgado's arrest, but outside, a white van idling. Logo faded. Driver watches the building. They pull in. He takes off. Inside the building, they find safe-wiped computers. No backups, but a hidden file on the server, auto-deleted. Keyword, emergency. They retrieve fragments, email from Hawkins. She broke us. Fix it. Calendar event. Barn, 6 a.m., Claire. Attached doc. Delivery log, hoodie. Forensics analyze the hoodie. They discover stained financial ledger in inner pocket. Numbers. Codes. One code matches Delgado's workshop receipt. Another, EL. Emma Lawson's initials. And tiny embroidery. M and A. M and A, Marisa y Alejandro. New player. Marisa shows up at the precinct, hands trembling, says she has proof. Alejandro Cruz, Emma's estranged brother. Spy photographer by trade. He'd taken pictures around the house. He saw Delgado. He warned Emma. He also gave Claire money for witness relocation. But it was laundered money from Hawkins. Now they're both trapped. He gives phone video, Emma and Alejandro arguing, date-coded October 5th. You're going too far. This isn't just about me. Don't trust Claire. I won't. Irony. Emma didn't trust her best friend. Detectives track Hawkins's bank account. See installments. $50,000 paid to shell companies. One company buys an RV, title under Alejandro's name. Traced to RV storage. Inside, handcuffs. Duct tape. Emma's phone charger. No Emma. Journal entry attached. October 10th. Fix the barn. Hoodie in place. Blindfold him tonight. Blindfold who? Delgado? Hawkins? Theories fly. They arrest Trevor Hawkins. He slams car door. Won't talk. They threaten charges. Conspiracy, kidnapping. He cracks. She needed to learn. She had to disappear. It's all in Trevor Kit. Look in the RV. They open the RV safe. Inside, a USB labeled T-Pledge and a cassette. They play it. Emma's voice. Software determined. Claire, don't do this. It's too late. They're in danger. Then, a second voice. It was supposed to be just us. Us, the house, the kids. But she transferred the ledger. You know what happens when trust breaks. Then the sound of running water. Cassette ends abruptly. They search the RV, under the bed. A Polaroid. Emma tied to a chair. Not in barn, but a motel room. Writing on back, room 312. Check out October 15th. That's tomorrow. Claire's lawyer contacts Liz Moore, Emma's mother. She owned a business with Hawkins. They both embezzled cover payments to Delgado. Now Emma found out. Liz disappears. Phone pings. Corner of motel parking lot. But then vanishes. Detectives stake out room 312. Inside dash. No sign of Emma. But the heater's still running. A TV left playing. Phone's charger plugged in. On the nightstand, Emma's wedding ring and a napkin scrawled 345K TOTI MID. Some code. But who is MID? They connect dots. MID equals Marissa's company, Mosaic Interiors and Design. She's not just babysitter, she's Hawkins's partner. She planned it all. Marissa helped kidnap Emma. She helped deliver kids. Claire, tool, Delgado, hitman. Marissa is the mastermind. Marissa steps into room 312. She smiles at her reflection. And behind her, Emma's handprint on the bathroom mirror. Let's talk in the comments. Will detectives rescue Emma from room 312? How far will Marissa go to keep her secret? And what else is hidden in that loft, waiting?